Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Of or relating to the first significant period of a civilization, culture, area of study, etc. Classic Chinese pottery. Well-known and long established in form or style. A classical ballet. A creation of the highest excellence. An artist who has created classic works. Considered of the highest quality and lasting significance or worth. A classic car. Of a well-known type, remarkably typical. The classic struggle between good and evil. Of or pertaining to or characteristic of the ancient Greeks and Romans, especially their art, literature, or culture. Classical mythology. Of or relating to the first significant period of a civilization, culture, area of study, etc. Classical Marxism. Well-known and long established in form or style. A classical ballet. Traditional genre of music conforming to an established form and appealing to critical interest and developed musical taste. Of or relating to music in the European tradition, such as symphonies and operas. Classical music. Of or relating to the languages used by ancient standard authors. Classical Greek. Physics. Relating to or based on concepts that preceded the theories of relativity and quantum mechanics. Of or relating to the study of the literary works of ancient Greece and Rome. A classical scholar. Of or pertaining to or characteristic of the ancient Greeks and Romans, especially their art, literature, or culture. Of or pertaining to or characteristic of the ancient Greeks and Romans, especially their art, literature, or culture. Characteristic of a revival of an earlier classical style. Characteristic of a revival of an earlier classical style. Consisting of or derived from tradition. Traditional history. Pertaining to time-honored orthodox doctrines. The simple security of traditional assumptions has vanished. Having a higher rank. Superior officer. A combatant who is able to defeat rivals. A character or symbol set or printed or written above and immediately to one side of another character. Written or printed above and to one side of another character. One of greater rank or station or quality. The largest freshwater lake in the world, the deepest of the Great Lakes. A town in northwest Wisconsin on Lake Superior across from Duluth. Having an orbit farther from the Sun than the Earth's orbit. Mars and Jupiter are the closest in of the superior planets. Of high or superior quality or performance. Superior wisdom derived from experience. Of or characteristic of high rank or importance. A superior ruler. Often followed by to, above being affected or influenced by. He is superior to fear. Sometimes followed by to, not subject to or influenced by. Overcome by a superior opponent. The head of a religious community. Of a feature that helps to distinguish a person or thing. That is typical of you. Conforming to a type. The typical, or normal, American. Exhibiting the qualities or characteristics that identify a group or kind or category. A typical American girl. The human act of creating. The event that occurred at the beginning of something. From its creation, the plan was doomed to failure. The act of starting something for the first time. Introducing something new. Everything that exists anywhere. An artifact that has been brought into existence by someone. Theology, God's act of bringing the universe into existence. A person whose creative work shows sensitivity and imagination. A person whose creative work shows sensitivity and imagination.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.